Happy Sunday. You're tuning into another exciting episode of the Mario Ramon Review. And today we're going to review the Real Housewives of Potomac Part 2 Reunion Show. OMG. The girls gave us everything we needed. Okay, they gave us glitz and glam and hair, everybody except Ashley. We'll get to that. Okay. Ashley gave us a dress, but that hair, I'm tired of that dead poodle on top of her head. Now, it's beautiful. I love curly hair. That's not what I'm saying, but it's just at one point, it looks like the poodle is just like that. And then she just put, here go the two legs, here go the two legs, just put on the head, and there you go. There you go. I actually wanted to see Ashley with Giselle's ponytail. That would have been funky. Like if she just had a ponytail, just like one of them new Janet Jackson ponytails. You know what I'm saying? And it's not new, but just like literally cut the pony's tail and put on top of her head, and then put her hair up like that, and a ponytail, a long one. So that's what we want to see fashion-wise from Ashley. I just want to see something different. Robin, she gave it to us the way we like it. She gave it to us with that Faith Evans color and Anita Baker hairstyle. She gave us 2-in-1. It was 2-in-1. Okay, so we loved Robin. But although Robin looked really good with her new haircut and everything, showcasing that, okay, I'm not going to get too much into the clothes and all that stuff, but I just think Robin is boring. I do. I think she's the oregano in the kitchen cupboard. Like if she didn't show up for 3 shoots, we wouldn't miss it. It's not like she's given anything to the storyline. So I just thought Giselle, she looked amazing. She looked amazing. Giselle just always looks mean to me, like she's mad. She'll be like, "Oh, I'm so happy for you. Oh, you bought me a diamond ring, thank you. Oh, baby, you got all A's on your report card. Oh, you bought me a brand new Ferrari. Oh, I'm so excited." She always looks like she's ready for a fight. Karen, like I said, she looked good. Her hair was coming from her roots. I'm so glad that it wasn't like a lace front wig. I'm tired of all these lace front wigs, and we see this pig skin where the part is supposed to be. Like it's a part, and then there's a little pig skin around here, and it's just. I'd rather you have Robin's hair. I'm tired of the pig skin. I'm tired of it. And then I live in kind of like in a pretty hot climate. And a lot of people want the lace front wigs, but it's hot. And then that glue, and then it just starts folding up a little bit. And then you're supposed to be talking to them like everything is okay. You got me looking like Giselle now. All right, moving on. Andy, could you say the word DIC, you know what, pata pata K? He kept saying Andy Dick, but remove the Andy. Andy, could you say the word anymore tonight? Like, first of all, I just can't believe he's getting away with this on TV. Like, before, like, do you remember the era when kissing was just like rated X on TV, and now people are just they're just going in. They're going in. Okay, so Andy, he kept saying that, and he was asking Chris, who is Candace's boyfriend, is your penis white or black? And it's just too much. It's just too much. And Candace, shame on you for putting that out on that man's business like that. Like, what man wants the world to know that, like, his business is on blast below his waist, and that's your man? You want people to know about your man's business? Unacceptable. It's unacceptable. And you should be off that sofa, and your mother should be sitting there. Go on and sit down on it. Talk about she's Miss America or Miss something, and so everybody knows her. Like, seriously, come on, man. Yeah, maybe like in a high school world or something like that, the girls who was aspiring to be like a beauty pageant girl, but nobody in my circle, even if I turned it on, I could have a party, turn that show on and pause it on you and ask all 25 people at my dinner party who you are, and they wouldn't have a clue. And you could do the same thing for me at your party. But I'm not saying that I'm more famous than Jay-Z. You are. And gonna sit down on it. Hashtag delusional. Um, Monique, she got into it. She said she had a miscarriage, even though she's pregnant and she's looking amazing now. She looks amazing. She had 13 braids just on her head. Like her real hair was pulled back, and then they just killed some snakes and put some braids on top of the snakes and put some more braids and some snakes on top of her head. She looked like Medusa at a dinner party. Yeah, it was just together. And then she had the Thunderdome things all on her shoulder and all that. She looked good. She looked good. Her husband lost 35 pounds. Cute couple. We love them. Ashley said that she had 2 miscarriages. And you know, she and her husband been trying to have a baby for a while. And so, you know, I just think that so far as Ashley and her husband, it's just all a front to me. I don't think they love each other. And if they do, it's just, it doesn't come across. It doesn't translate very well. And just given the way, because like, it's like they're sparring friends. Like I don't know. Like he comes for her and I'm like, I don't want to have children with you because I don't want you to raise your children the way your mother raised you. That was you didn't even, you stabbed her in the heart with a sword and turned it. And then you pulled it out and licked it. Like that was evil. Like even if you think that you don't say that on TV to someone you love. If I had a problem with my mom, I wouldn't say that on TV. It just makes you look in a certain light. Then you got this girl signing this prenup that she didn't want to sign in the middle of your marriage and a TV show. Did you forget the cameras were running and you just talking to her about signing a prenup and you putting her on the spot? And when she has questions, you're like, come on, don't do that. Unacceptable. That's unacceptable. I don't know who raised you, and I wouldn't have signed it. And then if you want to get a divorce, you can get half now, because it's the point. I would not have signed that. Not right there when them cameras was running and I got questions. Oh, my chest. I can't believe this is happening, things like this. And then he always looking like he crying. He looked like Taraji P. Henson used to do. I love Taraji, but she always used to look like she was crying. I was like, what you crying for? I'm not crying. I'm happy. And eyes full of tears. But Ashley's husband always looked like he's crying. And like I said, I just don't believe it's real. I don't believe it's real. I don't. Their love. I don't know. They need to work on that next season. So far as Chris and Candace. Chris is a G. I know he'll try and make it work. But I just don't know if that's the right person for either one of them. I don't know if he's the right person for her and she's the right person for him. Outside looking in, it looks like somebody's putting ketchup on pancakes. To me, ketchup on pancakes. He's cool. He's like a John B. You know what I'm saying? Like a cool Vanilla Ice. I'm just saying, he's just a cool dude, okay? And Candace is, I mean, Candace, I don't get it. She's like a lap dog that you can't, when you tell the baby to sit down, stop jumping, stop barking, stop, and it just turns in a circle and just keep barking. Yeah. Giselle. I don't know what else to say. It's just like these girls, they act like they love you and then they'll cut you while they're hugging you. They'll comfort you and cut you. Like that should be the name of their CD. The Housewives of Potomac new CD called Comfort and Cut. Like they have a knife, like she's hugging Karen at the same time. Like, oh my goodness, I feel so bad for you. Do you live in your house? I just put a pizza outside your door and you didn't mention it. Do you? Oh, get up. Did I do that to you, girl? Get up. I'm so sorry. Oh, I didn't mean to do that. I mean, how you gonna stab a heifer in the back while you hugging her? Okay? All of them do it. They all do it. That whole panel. They're backstabbers, even the pregnant one. She's a backstabber. She'll get you. She put that man's business out there talking about park after dark. All this business. And everybody knows what happened at the park after dark. Especially that one in Washington, D.C. and Atlanta. Baby, you might find the real Elvis in that park. I'm just saying, and everybody in that park. If it's somebody who you haven't seen in concert and they're dead, John Lennon, Whitney Houston, they probably at that park right now because you got everything in them parks. A friend told me. But no, you hear the things. You just, for real, there's everything in those parks. For real. That's where they filmed Jurassic Park Part 2. Go and sit down on it. And that's pretty much all. Karen and her husband, they talked about their financials, of course, and Andy was trying to dig, and of course, our lawyers told us not to say anything. So everybody always say our lawyers told us not to say anything. Karen served Ashley with a cease and desist because Ashley keep running her mouth like a lap dog. Like, sit down, just sit. Sit. You're very, very privileged. Obviously, looking at your mom, you didn't come from privilege. So you're living amongst privileged people. So sit your ass down and be quiet, Ashley. And wear a ponytail next time I see you. Sit down and be quiet. And don't you sign no more prenups on the spot. Because if someone loves you, they wouldn't do that to you. And they wouldn't be talking about you and your mama at the same hit. He hit both y'all with a brick. I don't want to have kids with you. Period. That's not 3 words I want to hear from my husband. I don't want to have kids with you? Baby, that was tea in a coffee cup. Let me sip it slow. Stop. Tea in a coffee cup. And then he said, because I don't want you to raise them like your mom did you. And then, when Karen and Ashley's husband got into the fight, and then Karen's husband, he was like, hold on, baby, hold on. I love him. Because he was like, he just kept it classy. He wasn't yelling. He was like, hey, I know about your business endeavors as well. I'm not putting them on blast. Don't come for me like that. And don't come for my wife. And then he kept doing it. And so that's when Karen was like, well, what about that nude picture with you over in London on Jacked? I almost blacked out. Like as in hit my head on the concrete. Blacked out. It's too much. I told you. They're all evil. But then they'll hug each other and say, I'm so sorry that your mother died and you're getting evicted and you can't afford your car and your shoes anymore. Like they'll say they're sorry, but in the same sentence, cut you. It's unbelievable. I'll be watching next season. But September 2nd, Married to Medicine, it's going to be on. Andy is a pimp and he don't love these hoes because it's like this. He's flying from state to state to state to state to get all these women across America to fight each other. And he sits down on his chinny chin chin during the reunion show with his hands crossed asking even more questions to make them fight even more right there. And it's spewing it across our TVs and we're watching it and that's how we're learning how to be angry with one another. Remember when we used to watch the Waltons and Leave It to Beaver and all that and Happy Days? Days were happy. And now we just want to cut a bitch. All right, I'll see you guys next time. If you like the video, definitely subscribe and forward it to your friends. I appreciate you so much for watching. I'll see you. And watch some of the other reviews as well. They're pretty funny, I think. Some of them are funny and really good. And, because I think it's good content, I just think we bring it and it's real. And that's what we offer here on the Mario Ramon Review channel. All right, I'll talk to you later. Peace, love, and happy Sunday to you once again.